guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mary and I love Queer Eye. I loved Queer Eye for the straight guy. I love them all. It's just exactly what my brain needed right now, some positivity and love. Today I'm doing something a little different. I'm doing a faves and fails. Like a honest to God beauty YouTuber, a beautuber. Is that a thing? I hope it's not a thing. I've got 4 yays, 4 nays, and 1 meh. One of the fails was a hair care product. We'll get into it. Let's get into the meat of the video. Now let's do the good news first, okay? First things first, the Inky List has their salicylic acid treatment. This was $10 for a pretty good sized amount. It's 5 ounces. It took me about a month to get through it. You know, it's about a 30-day supply, so for $10, that's pretty reasonable. It helps with controlling acne really well until you start adapting, and then you have a purge. I've never had acne like this. So everything I've been reading says it'll go away. But this was really great before this happened. I don't think anything can keep this from happening. But we'll talk about that in a second. It's cruelty-free, fragrance-free, gentle. You would think salicylic acid might be drying. And if you are a person that reacts badly to salicylic acid, it is too drying. This actually might be the vehicle for you because you do rinse it off. You know, there's really only so much damage you can do. It's one of the few times I don't really mind fragrance, for instance, is when you can rinse it down the drain. And that's one of the reasons why I don't like to spend a lot of money on any cleanser. It goes down the drain. So yay, yay. This is a solid yay. Another yay was the Good Molecules vitamin C booster powder. Pure L-ascorbic acid. It was very smooth compared to the ordinaries, which has kind of got a little grit to it. This is very smooth. It went beautifully in my serums, went beautifully in the toner I put it in. As the first, you want this to be as, you know, close to bare skin as you can take it. If you're going to use vitamin C, it really should be close to bare skin if you can take it, right? It sting a little bit. It's just going to. And if you find it too stingy, I've got a video coming up with alternatives, the different types of vitamin C that aren't quite as irritating. This one's an irritating one, but I have tough skin. I loved it. Really great. I don't love the powder vehicles so much because they're kind of messy and you have a little scoop and it's kind of fussy and you do it in the morning before coffee. So that's not great, but I did notice very good results. Very brightening. I like it. And it's inexpensive. Good Molecules is great. I think they're made in the US. Cruelty-free. Everything I've tried from them has been great so far, just FYI. Another fave, well, is Differin or Adapalene, right? The vitamin A that is now over the counter. I'm clearly having a terrible purge. I've been having some adult acne, hormonal acne down here on my chin. And I've been told that getting into Differin, like really into it, like every day, can help with well aging, as well as the acne. So I'm like, tick, tick, let me try it. I used the Differin and I had a purge, and I used the, what is this called? Dermatologist Inspired Care. This is I think I got this at the dollar store for like $8. Exactly the same as Differin. So if you were curious, if Differin was worth paying a little more for because it's the brand name, it is exactly the same user experience, which has been problematic. Boy, yikes. So wish me luck. This purge, the purge is real. The purge is real, y'all. But, you know, here's to hoping for better things to come as far as my skin in general. And speaking of a better thing, I loved this Acure Radically Rejuvenating Whipped Night Cream. Here's the deal. This was recommended as a possible dupe for the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Peptide Cream, which is like $80-something. no, hard no. And truly, when you do the ingredients list, the Inky list side by side, they're very similar formulas. So I was excited to try this. I will say it's multi-peptides. I love a peptide. Ferulic and vitamin C. Now this is the last layer of your skincare routine. I'm not sure how much you're gonna get out of the C and ferulic combo here, but it's nice that it's there. It's just a nice, thick moisturizer. I don't imagine, there's a reason why it's night cream, right? I don't imagine this would be great for day use because it is quite thick, quite rich, got some emollients, unguent, no, all the words. It's kind of small, but I tell you, a little bit goes a long way. I got this for like 12 bucks, I think, on iHerb, and I think they carry this now at Ulta, this brand, Acure. And they're cruelty-free. I mean, they used to have, when I worked at the grocery store that's the natural grocers, we carried this there. This is clean, if that's something you care about, it's clean as hell. Obviously no fragrance, or I wouldn't like it. It's beautiful. I imagine someone with really dry skin could probably get away with using this during the day, but she's thick. Okay, so the fails. Oh boy. Speaking of creams, I wanted to love this. Actually, I recycled the jar already, but this was the Nature Republic, which is a Korean brand. Aqua, they have a few different types. This is the Super Aqua Max. This would be the richest one of the formula. There's one in a pink jar, I think one in an orange jar, and then this one is kind of in a blue. It has here's the problem, it smells beautiful. It has a beautiful, fresh, kind of floral scent. I'm not putting that on my face. It's a bummer. And I found out that these folks are not cruelty-free. So, which is a bummer because this is a really great gel. It felt a lot like the Belief Aqua Bomb or the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. Get the extra dry, guys. That's the one without fragrance in it. It's pretty good. Also not cruelty-free, but just as far as formula goes, it's very similar. Very light, cooling, hydrating, perfect for the summer, but the smell, you guys, was something. So I use it on my body. I'm not so picky about that with body care. But yeah, banished to the body. Okay. Oh, now, don't get it twisted. This is empty, but it's still a fail. I ended up using it. I made a little oil concoction that has, I just needed an oil, and so I just went ahead and used this because it's for the body. This is the Derma E, also one of those clean brands they now sell at Ulta that used to only be like at Whole Foods and such. Derma E Radiant Face Glow Face Oil. Oh, I wanted to love this because it has a little bit of sea buckthorn oil, which is bright orange. Anyone who's ever used turmeric, it's kind of the same thing. It can be a little Oompa Loompa, but it doesn't make you orange. It really doesn't, but it does give you a little bit of color, and really it's quite nice and brightening. The problem is this has jojoba and argan. Good, good, good. Okay, my face oil friends will like this. It does have fragrance in it, and it's quite strong. It's pleasant, but it's quite strong. So this is a boo. And I did feel I wanted to use this as a primer type situation, an oil primer, and I did feel that it was just a little thick for those purposes. You know, I would rather use this at night just because it was a little thick. That's all. I need my primer oils to be a thinner situation. This she thick. So between the aroma and the thickness, banished to the body once again. Isntree. This was my first Isntree. It's a South Korean brand, cruelty-free, which is great. A lot of their products are scent and essential oil free, which is great. So I had high hopes. This was their EGF Repair Ampule. Now I should have known Ampule was the giveaway that this was going to be teeny tiny. This is teeny tiny. And I spent almost $30 on it. No ma'am. No ma'am. Too expensive for what it is. It's kind of a bi-phase. It has kind of an oily slip. It's not unpleasant to use. It felt nice and light. It's a little oily. I don't think there's an oil in here. It's just whatever chemicals are in here. They feel a little greasy. So it felt nice, but it was kind of a Goldilocks. I wasn't quite sure where to put it in my routine, so there was that. And I didn't see a bunch of results. And I know EGF is something you have to commit to and be consistent with. I'm still using it as an ingredient, just in different products. By the way, I'm giving it the good college try here. Along with my new face, I do feel that my skin is doing really well, and I think the EGF is probably part of it. But I'm just not going to spend that much on such a tiny little, it's tiny. Plus I'm using it on my neck and chest, so that's a fail. It's a bummer. Hair fail, Maui Moisture. I got excited, you guys. I read somewhere that we shouldn't be putting silicones in our hair. I've since, I give up. I'm back. This just didn't work. It was very drying. This is Blowout Mist shampoo. Oh, sorry, I'm high. Blowout Mist for weak, brittle hair, which, you know, exotic bamboo fibers. Rich castor oil, hey, neem, which is great for your scalp, I know that. It kind of ticked all the boxes, seemed great. Made with aloe juice is the first ingredient, so it's, you know, there's that. I don't know what to say about that. I know there's water in here, yeah. It's loaded with fragrance, and it was very drying. Exactly what you don't want, right? My whole point was to keep my locks from dry. I know I'm going to be between haircuts for a while, keeping the ends from splitting. I was kind of hoping to use something that wasn't as expensive as Olaplex, which I gave a rave review last time you saw me here doing this business. This ain't it, sis. And finally, the meh product. I can't decide if I love or hate this. This is the box, because actually I'm using this still on my hands for when I'm driving, you know, outside during the day. This is the Purito Comfy Water Sunblock SPF 4 pluses. That just means it's UVA, which is A is for aging. Think of it that way. Protection is very high. It's made in South Korea. That's, you know, you see the PA instead of SPF, right? The PA is just that extra layer of investigation and efficacy as far as the UVA rays go. With all that being said, most of you probably already knew that. This was, I think I got it for like 12 bucks on YesStyle. It's 60 milliliters, which is a nice size for a tube. Here's the problem. Okay, wait. Here's why it's great, and then I'll tell you why it's not great. It is great because it is whisper light, it is hydrating, 0 white cast, and it's a mineral sunscreen. It is, talk about a Goldilocks in the good way. It is awesome. It's what you wish all mineral sunscreens could perform like, right? However, the bad news and the reason why it's solidly in the meh is it pills. It pills and balls up. I have not been able to put any kind of coverage product on top of it, BB cream, even my light coverage powder, you know, nope, doesn't play. So it doesn't play with makeup. Okay, so I do have a few no makeup days. No makeup at all days, right? I think we all have. Yeah, don't put this over your moisturizer. I even gave it like 30 minutes to set. Actually, I frankly forgot. Got busy and I was like, oh, I need to put on my sunblock. And it's still pilled. So, she's tricky. She's tricky. It doesn't play well with anything else. So if you are, and it's rich enough, it could just be your moisturizer. I think for my oily skin friends, You might be able just to wash your face and put this on and call it good. I'm not kidding. But if you have any kind of moisturizer or toners or anything all underneath, this is gonna act strange. I'm gonna keep repurchasing it for my hands and for my neck. I don't know how I feel, it's meh. So we had 4 greats, 4 not so greats, and a decidedly meh. Should I end on the good instead? Maybe I'll rearrange this video next time. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please, if you like this, share, like, subscribe. There's a bell icon that you can ring, so every time I get a crazy idea or get the itch to upload, you will be the first to know. And as always, I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you're taking really good care of yourself and that you're wearing a mask, okay? That's probably not helping my acne, but I'd rather get zits than, you know. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.